Hello, welcome to Robyn's Real Kitchen. Today we're making white chocolate mousse with a raspberry layer. Let's get cooking. I like to prep some ingredients beforehand just so they're ready when I need them. So here I'm juicing a lemon because I'm going to need 1 teaspoon. And then I've also washed my raspberries. Now this chocolate mousse is absolutely amazing and it's so quickly done. What we need to do is we need to pop all 3 ingredients in for the first layer. So that's 250 grams of raspberries, 40 grams of honey and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. I've selected the warm-up method on the Thermomix, but basically it's going to warm up the ingredients at 80 degrees for 4 minutes on speed 2. This is what it looks like currently. If you do want to smooth the texture, you can just blend it up again on speed 6 for about 10 seconds. I'm going to leave it with a chunky texture. Now it's time to put the bottom or the base layer into the bowls, and I'm quite messy, so I'm going to use a piping bag because I just find it quicker, easier and mess-free. I'm using these cute little bowls for a girls' pampering evening. And then I've got some other jars, actually just Aldi yogurt jars that I'm using for my family. So once that's done, I just pop them in the freezer while I do the mousse layer. This just gives it some time to set and solidify a little. I've just quickly rinsed my mixing bowl and now we're getting onto the second layer. This has got to be my favourite part. So we're going to melt 200 grams of white chocolate. You can use any white chocolate you like. Here I've set it for 6 minutes at 50 degrees on speed 2. And this is what it looks like when it's melted. Oh my God, look at it. Now we're going to chuck in all of the rest of the ingredients. So that's 250 grams of mascarpone, 300 millilitres of double cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once that's all in, we're going to whiz it up for 20 seconds on speed 4. If you want it slightly fluffier, you could either insert your butterfly whisk or just whiz it again for another 20 seconds. So I actually repeated the step. So I've whizzed it here for 40 seconds on speed 4 and look at this fluffy, creamy white chocolate mass. Now, you could absolutely use a spoon, but I, again, find a piping bag so much easier and cleaner to work with. So I've popped it in a piping bag and then just used some clamps from IKEA. And here I'm just going to pop it on top nicely in a swirly kind of motion onto the raspberries. Now it's time to decorate the mousses. I absolutely love playing around with colours. So I've chosen crushed pistachios because I love how beautifully green they are. Then I've got some freeze-dried raspberries and some white chocolate stars. Once I've sprinkled them all over the mousses, I'm going to add some mint leaves for the finishing touch. And I'm just going to poke them in the top of the little pinpoint and look at how beautifully they've turned out. This took me about 15 minutes altogether and look how beautiful they are. So these are the jars, these are the little bowls that I've prepared for the pampering evening and everybody loved them. Don't forget to save this recipe for your next dinner party. Thank you, bye!